have some journalists here for you today to ask you some questions for the scrum. I will be reading some questions aloud, and then we'll also have some Korean questions for Ji-sun to translate.
Sure, I'm down. Let's go.
Copy.
Awesome. We'll start with Korean questions first.
네. 열린뉴스통신 김한빈 기자님 질문부터 할게요. 마지막 경기에서 준비한 모자 세레모니는 누구 아이디어인가요? 그리고 오더전 세주아니 픽에 대해서도 설명 부탁드립니다.
So tell us about the ceremony with the hats in the last game, whose idea that was, and also tell us about the Sejuani pick.
So for the hats, we just wanted to show respect, I suppose, to people, and I think they had the idea to kind of go with the hats and like bow with hats down. For Sejuani gameplay, I cannot reveal too much. I'm sorry, because it might be a pick, it might not be. Who knows? Sejuani might be a pick, might not be a pick, so I don't want to reveal too much.
우선은 그 모자 세레머니는 조금 이렇게 리스펙을 보여주고 싶어서 다들 이제 모자를 쓰고 등장해서 모자를 벗으면서 인사하는 그런 세레머니를 하면 좋을 것 같다는 아이디어에서 다들 하게 됐고요. 세주아니 픽은 앞으로도 또 나올 수도 있고 나올 수도 없기 때문에 좀 자세한 이야기 하고 싶지는 않다고 합니다.
네, 감사합니다. 다음 질문은 엑스포츠 뉴스 김수정 기자님인데요. 다이애나를 픽한 이블 지니어스전에서 바론 한타에서 실수가 나왔는데 마지막에 전멸공으로 데니 선수를 잡아냈습니다. 실수 후에 마인드 컨트롤을 어떻게 하셨는지 궁금합니다.
So in that EG game where you played Diana, there was actually a bit of a sloppy moment where the team fight didn't really go well around the Baron, but in the end you were able to flash ult on Danny and kind of end the game that way. So how were you able to keep calm after making a bit of a mistake?
I think it was okay. I think the Nash fight was quite difficult because we couldn't really find a flank, and when you go approach from the front and I didn't have flash in that moment, they can very easily gold can me, lock me down and kill me. But as soon as I have flash up, I feel like it's quite easy to team fight against Tam Kench and Jinx. So I'm very happy we were able to pull through and keep our comms clean. We knew that if we find the right engage, we are gonna ace them and win the game, and so we did.
사실은 그 바론 싸움이 잘 안 풀린 것도 크게 문제가 된다고 생각하진 않았습니다. 애초에 좀 풀기 어려운 싸움이었는데요. 그 당시에 이제 좀 사이드에서 찌르는 그런 각을 보기가 어려웠던 상황이었습니다. 제가 그 당시에 플래시가 없어서 정면으로 돌파할 수밖에 없는 그런 구도였는데 정면으로 제가 들이대게 되면 아무래도 골드 카드를 맞고 죽게 되는 그런 구도인데 그 이후에 이제 플래시가 다시 돌았을 때는 한타를 풀어내기 굉장히 쉬웠고 이제 각이 보이면 들어가서 에이스하고 경기를 끝내면 되겠다라고 생각을 했고 그렇게 경기를 마무리하게 되었습니다.
네, 김수정 기자님 질문 하나 더 드릴게요. 오늘 불리했던 경기를 뒤집는 경우가 많았는데 질 수도 있겠다는 생각이 들었던 경기가 있는지 묻고 싶습니다. 그리고 경기하면서 역전승을 거둘 것 같다는 확신이 들었는지도 궁금합니다.
So we were able to see a lot of games where you guys were actually like turning the game around when you guys were actually behind. So was there any moment or a game that you actually was a little bit scared that you might drop that game? And were you confident that you will be always able to turn the game around and still secure the victory?
I think in no game in the group stage I felt stressed. I felt like sure we threw some games and maybe some early games are not going our way, but it felt like we were always in control and enemy was more pressured than we were in the game. So I think that's thanks to my teammates and myself that we were able to kind of pull through, and it was very important that we don't stress ourselves out in team communication, talking. I feel like everything was quite clean, and even though we had sloppy early games or some sloppy plays, especially against Evil Geniuses, we managed to close out the games.
사실은 그룹 스테이지 치르면서 그런 식으로 제가 이거 질 수도 있겠다라는 느낌으로 스트레스를 받았던 경기는 없었습니다. 물론 저희가 좀 어느 정도 던지는 그런 순간도 나올 수 있고 초반에 안 풀리는 그런 경기도 있을 수 있지만 언제나 우리가 그냥 계속 게임 컨트롤은 우리가 하고 있다라는 생각이 들었고요. 오히려 항상 상대방이 조금 더 압박감을 느끼고 있다는 느낌이 들었는데요. 그리고 더불어서 저랑 저의 팀원들 덕분에 경기들을 계속 잘 풀어나갈 수 있었습니다. 이렇게 그룹 스테이지 기간 동안 스트레스 받지 않고 팀원들 간에 소통하는 하는 게 굉장히 중요한 것 같고요. 돌이켜보면 꽤나 깔끔하게 계속 이겨왔던 것 같고, 물론 초반에 안 좋았다든지 어떨 때는 한타가 잘 안 풀렸던 그런 경기들도 있었는데요. 예를 들면 이기전과 같이 그래도 여전히 저희가 이길 수 있었다고 생각합니다.
네, 감사합니다. 마지막 질문 드릴게요. 럼블 스테이지는 경기장을 옮겨서 진행하는데요. 국제대회 경험이 많은 얀코스 선수가 생각하기에 경기장을 옮겨서 진행하는 게 경기력에 크게 영향을 미친다고 느끼시는지 궁금합니다.
Starting from the Rumble stage, you're going to play at a new stadium. So as a player who have a lot of experience internationally, does that kind of impact your performance or other players in general?
Definitely. I do think that crowds impact people's performance. They can either hinder it or make it better. I feel like our team plays very well in front of the crowd, even though we have 2 rookies. They seemed very comfortable here in the arena and also during LAC finals. Mexico crowd is going to be much bigger, but I'm sure it's going to even boost our motivation. And I'm very much looking forward to come back to a big stage and playing in front of a huge audience.
당연히 선수들의 경기력에 영향을 끼치는 요소라고 생각합니다. 관중이 있다는 것 자체가 이제 좋게든 나쁘게든 선수에게 경기력에 영향을 주는 요소라고 생각하는데, 다행스럽게도 저희 팀은 신인이 2이나 있는데도 이런 관중들이 있는 상황 속에서 오히려 더 잘하게 되는 것 같습니다. 지금 그룹 스테이지도 그렇고요. 저희 LEC 결승 때도 그랬던 것 같은데요. 백스코로 옮기면 아무래도 더 많은 관중 앞에서 경기를 플레이하게 될 것 같은데, 아마 그 선수들에게 더 큰 동기부여가 될 것 같고요. 저 역시도 더 큰 관중 앞에서 럼블 스테이지 플레이하기가 매우 기대됩니다.
Thank you, Ji-sun. That's all questions for Korean. So if you need to leave, you can. We will start with English questions now. This is Kevin Kim from Horizon Esports. You played your signature champion, Nidalee, in your second game against EG today. How do you rate your Nidalee, especially your spear accuracy? And are we more likely to see Nidalee or Sejuani in the Rumble stage?
So I will start off with the last part of the question. I cannot really share thoughts about champion picks because the tournament really didn't start yet. The group stage didn't really matter that much as long as you make it out. For Nidalee performance, I think I played quite okay, but I didn't really play that well. I think I could have played much better. It's not even about my spear accuracy, just I felt like sometimes I could be cleaner on my combo and sometimes I could be cleaner around when to throw the spear, but also how to kill people. I think that it was very, very fun to play it, but I wish I could play it a little bit better.
Next question is from Hoopu Esports. We see a Twitter post from you, G2 Esports, and even Flacked memeing you as the grandpa. So as being the grandpa on the team, is there any difference that you compare to yourself from previous years?
I mean, I really don't know if Flacked likes these pictures. Whenever people make the grandpa from my picture, they send it to him and he likes to post a lot and he likes to show it off to me. He just loves it. So I suppose I'm like a big brother of the team, right? And I do tend to have strong opinions about in-game and also outside of the game behavior. So I think that they just treat me as their older brother, but it could be a grandpa as well, I suppose.
Next question is from Alejandro at Level Up. Congratulations on finishing first and extending your win streak. And as you move forward to the Rumble stage, what are your expectations for your next matches, looking at how you are playing your potential opponents?
I mean, I'm really looking forward to Rumble stage because I feel like we are going to play against, super strong teams. Be it Evil Geniuses again, which were like struggling against us, but I think they're getting better and better. And we also got a bit more sloppy as we played them. Then there's T1, there's RNG, which of course are a completely different league from the teams that we played against so far. And then there's 2 more extra teams, right? So definitely looking forward to. I think we can continue our win streak. It doesn't matter who we play against, but it's going to be in a way a reality check how we match against the top Korean team and the top Chinese team. And I think we are gonna do well, and even if we lose, right, we can improve from it, and it's gonna come down to BO5s by the end of the tournament in the semifinals and finals, which I'm quite confident we are gonna make it there. And this is where we have to peak.
A question from Clutch Points. How did you and the rest of G2 help Flacked and Targamas adjust to the international stage? Or do you even feel like the help was necessary and they adjusted okay?
To be honest, I don't think we had to help them much. I felt like they were quite confident and they were not choking already in LAC playoffs. When it comes to the finals, right, in front of an audience, they were doing pretty well here. We will see how they can do in the Bex Arena. But overall, I really think that they don't need much help, and we are doing our usual selves from Spring Split. So I think we can do well, and I'm very happy that they believe in themselves and they don't succumb to the pressure.
Next question from Sons of Chaos LATAM. After your matches, you showed you have a diversity of jungle champions and being a factor for your team so dominant. But what is your preferred jungle type or style that you like to play the most?
I feel like I want to play what is best for my team. So when we play scrims and we play stage games, always I can kind of feel whether I'm useful in this game or not, or wherever I can actually carry my team with the picks I'm playing. So that kind of shapes my opinion about what should I play in the next games. And this is how I try to play. So I don't necessarily go for comfort. I just go for whatever I believe is necessary for us to win the game.
Next question from Dexerto. We've seen Wukong's level of pick ban priority shoot up at MSI compared to the rest of the spring split. What do you feel makes him so good in this MSI meta?
I mean, I don't know how OP Wukong is really, or how strong he is, because it feels like he clears quite slowly. But of course, Wukong as a bruiser is strong in team fights, right? And you do tend to fight a lot around Herald. You tend to fight a lot around Drake. You even are quite strong in the early skirmishes against physical damage champions, at least, because you can stack that armor from the passive. So what made him strong? Buffs, right? We would not see Wukong unless he would get buffed. He got buffed. That's why we see Wukong.
Final question from Clutch Points. Today on Italy, you hit 23 spears and only missed 7. So do you have a message for anyone who still doubts your Italy?
No, I think it's okay. I think I really like the memes about me missing every spear and about me being grand power, whatever people want to say, right? I think I enjoy it. So I know my Nidali is good. And I knew it since long time. I knew it already when I was playing it at Worlds in 2009. Okay, well, that Nidali back then was worse than it is now. But yeah, I feel like I can play it quite well right now. So I'm happy, because it's a very fun champion. And yeah, again, whatever people say, they can say it. But I know my Nidali is quite clean.
Awesome. Thank you, Jankos. Appreciate your time.
Thank you. Have a nice day, everyone.